welcome, Dean Meyers. This is Between Two Stacks. I'm your host, Seth Lawrence. Thanks for coming down here, first floor of the library.
It's been my pleasure, Seth.
So I just had a couple questions. There are some interested students out there, who wanted to know about you. They'd like to know sort of what brought you to UNC.
The opportunity to teach students and to influence the future of the legal profession, I think, was what attracted me to the job. And the faculty was kind enough to invite me to join them.
So with those ambitions, why didn't you end up at Harvard teaching?
I love UNC. It's a great place to be. I don't consider this a failure in any way. I think I'm exactly where I should be and want to be.
Okay. That's what I told myself too when I got in here. Well,
Seth, I think you may have exceeded your potential when we let you in.
All right. Well, okay. So you came here to UNC and then you went out into the real world and
that's right.
Came back. Does UNC help out all of its students like that, or just those, like you?
Not everyone who's graduated UNC is invited back. I'm not sure.
Why did they invite you back?
I like to think it was because I was talented and interesting and had an interesting potential academic career.
Not, help the diversity at UNC?
I don't. They certainly don't tell us that. Is that?
The minorities, or just anybody in the faculty? They don't tell you why they hire you.
I certainly think it would be illegal to tell somebody they were a minority hire, and I somewhat resent the implication.
What were you doing last semester? Were you partying or something?
Well, that's a personal question. I had some personal issues that I was taking care of.
Oh. Alright, I just thought that you were doing the interview so you could, open up about everything. Come clean or whatever.
Well, I had a significant medical incident that resulted in me spending a lot of time in the hospital. Came very close to dying.
Oh.
But I'm glad to be back.
Well, sorry. How far did the shank go?
Again, a personal question.
I'm just curious. I've taken classes with Professor Orth, and I've seen Professor Day walk around. I just wasn't sure if there's a special dress code for deans or not.
Well, I like my blue blazer. I think it's my signature sartorial style.
But is it just an allowance that they make for you?
Well, Seth, we make allowances for special people around here a lot, and you've benefited from that.
I hadn't noticed.
That's one of the things that makes you special, Seth, is we have no expectation that you would notice.
I guess it's...
I was your professor. I read your exam. My expectation that you would notice things is appropriately balanced.
And I exceeded expectations.
Well, our expectations were low, but no.
Oh.
No, you really didn't. I have had the opportunity to see you in action. I've observed you on the trial team. I've seen your work, both in writing and in person. My expectations are clearly fact-based.
And clearly met.
Yes. Couldn't be lower, but clearly met.
So I superseded your expectations.
Subseded, if that's at all possible. I expected you on a low trajectory and going down, and you've met that.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just end it there. Really appreciate your frank and honest opinion.
I think your time in unemployment will ultimately be good for your soul, Seth.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming and viewing this for all of you viewers out there. And thank you, Dean Meyers, for coming. This has been Between Two Stacks, and we'll see you next time.